So in last lecture, we have covered the design steps for the rectangular water tank. Okay, the same steps you have to apply for the square water tank, because in the rectangular and square water tank you have to design the wall laterally. That means you have to design the wall for plant bending moment, and you have to design the wall for the base bending moment. Okay, so what you have to do exactly in the design of a square and rectangular water tank. So that's why I want to solve one problem. So this question was asked in December 2018 for 16 marks. Design square water tank resting on ground of size 4 meter by 4 meter. Okay. Height of water is 3 meter. Height of water is 3 meter. Assume freeboard 0.3 meter. If the freeboard is not given in question, you have to assume the freeboard 0.2 meter, 0.3 meter as you feel comfortable. Okay. Then use M20 Fe415. This is the combination of material you have to use. Now I want to solve this question. Okay. So the size of a tank. The size of a tank is 4 meter by 4 meter. Okay. I will sketch it here. 4 meter by 4 meter. The tank is a square tank. You have to design the square tank like this. You have to design the square tank like this. So this is the wall you have to design. This is the wall you have to design. Okay, so this is the plan. Simple plan. Simple plan. So what you have to show in the plan? So this is 4 meter. This is 4 meter, isn't it? And this is 4 meter. Okay, and this is the thickness of wall that you have to design. Okay, now I want to sketch the cross section. So if you want to cut this tank like this, so the cross section view is, so this is the, so I want to rub this. This is the cross section view of the tank. So this is section. So suppose let it is AA dash. So this is your section AA dash. Okay. Now the height of water is 3 meter. Height of water. So I think this is the front one. So height of water. So height of water in tank is 3 meter. It is given in question. It is small h. 3 meter. Okay. And as well as the freeboard is also mentioned. Freeboard is 0.3 meter. So what is the then overall height of wall? It is 3.3 meter. Capital H, 3.3 meter. Now you have to design this tank. You have to design this tank. Isn't it? So now I am going to solve this problem slowly. If you have any doubt, so put your questions in chat box. Okay. Always the first step is provide the, what you have to do? First you have to provide the thickness. Step number 1. Okay. So provide thickness for wall. Provide thickness for wall using approximate criteria 30H plus 50. 30H plus 50 is the criteria that you have to adopt for the thickness of the wall. So 30. What is the H? H is 3.3 meter. H is 3.3 meter plus 50. So now I want to do the calculation. Okay. So it is 30 into 3.3 plus 50. So this is 149. This is 149 mm. Remember that always the thickness should not be less than 150 mm. The thickness should not be less than 150 mm. So you have to follow this. Provide thickness 150 mm. Provide thickness 150 mm. Or you can provide 200 mm also. So now we are going to follow this criteria. 150 mm. So this is the thickness of the wall. This is your first step. Now step number 2, what to do? In step number 2, so I will rough this. Step number 1, I will rough. Okay. So the provided thickness is 150 mm. Provided thickness is 150 mm. Now step number 2. Now you have to design each wall, because here L upon L ratio is 1, obviously, because this is a square tank. So L upon L ratio is 1. That means each wall, this wall and this wall is spanning between these two walls, and this wall is spanning between these two walls. That means each wall is spanning between two adjacent walls. That criteria you have to follow. That criteria you have to follow means what? You have to follow that 4 steps. Hoop tension, bending moment due to hoop tension, net bending moment and steel, that you have to follow for each location. So now you have to design this wall. This wall and this wall is same here. This wall and this wall is same here, because this is a square tank. So you have to design this wall in 2 locations. You have to design this wall in 2 locations. So now I want to rub this. So to design this wall in 2 locations, due to the hoop pressure, this wall is bent like this. Due to hoop pressure, this wall is bent like this. So to design this wall at mid and at corner. So you have to design the wall first at mid span, okay, and then at corner. Okay. So what are the steps you have to follow? I will tell you. Design of wall. Okay. So design of wall. In that, first you have to at mid span section. What do you do? At mid span section like this. Design of wall at mid span section. And at corner section, once you design this wall, same design you have to follow for this wall. There is no need to design another wall, because this is square tank. Okay. So design of wall at mid span section. In that, first you have to follow what you have to do. Step number 1. Okay. So what is the hoop tension? What is the hoop tension T for that? What is the hoop tension T? So hoop tension T is having formula gamma W H minus H dash into L now, because capital L and small l is same here, because the internal dimensions, both dimensions are same. You can put L divided by 2. So this is the hoop tension. Now what is H dash? So H dash is 1 meter, or H dash is capital H by 4. Capital H 3.3 by 4. So what is the 3.3 by 4? So this is 0.825. But you have to take the more value. So the H dash is equal to 1 meter. You have to take the more value from these two. So H dash is equal to 1 meter. Okay. So what is the hoop tension now? What is hoop tension T? The hoop tension T is gamma W is 10, capital H is 3.3, H dash is 1. What is L? L is 4 meter. Divided by 2. So this is the hoop tension. You have to calculate. So 3.3 minus 1 into 4 into 10 divided by 2. Hoop tension is 46. Hoop tension is 46 kilonewton. This is the hoop tension. Okay, I will calculate again. 3.3 minus 1 into 4 into 10 divided by 2. So this is 46 kilonewton. So this is the hoop tension. Okay. Now what to do? Now you have to find out the bending moment developed laterally. At mid span. So the substep number 2 is substep number 2. I will write it here. Small a, small b like this. Small a, small b. Okay. So bending moment at mid. bending moment at mid. Okay, so what is the formula? Bending moment at mid is m is equal to gamma w into h minus h dash into L effective square divided by 16. 1 upon 16 is the coefficient at mid span. Okay, so what is the L effective now? What is the L effective now? So effective length is, so center to center of this wall, center to center of this wall. So center to center, L effective is, how it is calculated? So this is 4 meter. Half of this 150, half of this 150, you have to add 150. That means it is 4.15 meter. So what is the effective? It is 4 meter. Half of this 150, half of this 150 is 4.15 meter. So L effective is 4 meter plus 1.5. So it is 4.15 meter. It is 4.15 meter, isn't it? It is 4.15 meter. Okay. So now you have to put m is equal to gamma w is 10, 3.3 minus 1, 4.15 meter square divided by 16. From this formula you get the bending moment. So I will calculate 3.3 minus 1 into 4.15 into 4.15 into 10 divided by 16. The 24.75 kilometer. So this is the bending moment. This is the bending moment at mid span. This is the bending moment at mid span. Okay, I will calculate again. 3.3 minus 1 into 4.15 square into 10 divided by 16. Okay, 24.75 is the correct value. So this is the bending moment at mid span. Now what do you find out? You have to find out the net bending moment. Step number C, net bending moment. Again, I want to remind you, that is, you have to follow 4 steps in design of wall at each location. 1 hoop tension, second bending moment due to that hoop tension, third net bending moment for steel. That's it. Okay. So what is net bending moment? M net. M net is equal to M minus Tx CO2, M minus Tx. Same steps you have to follow. Okay. So what is the M net? M net is the net bending moment considering the effect of hoop tension as well as considering the effect of bending moment developed due to hoop tension. Okay. So M already we know that 24.75. T is already we have 46 value. Now what is X? How to calculate X? So I will rough this and then I will tell you how to find out the X. So the X is calculated like this. X is calculated like this. So you have to consider the wall. So this is your wall. Okay. So this is center line of the wall. Okay. So the overall thickness of wall is 150. You have to provide the reinforcement at this location. Okay. So this is the alignment of reinforcement and assume effective cover is 50 mm. So what is X? X is the distance between CG of this reinforcement and center of this wall. This is X. CG of the reinforcement, center of the wall. So we know that the center of this wall is T by 2. It is 150 by 2. Means 75. This is 75. This is 75. So how to find out X? X is equal to 75 minus your effective cover. That is T by 2 minus effective cover. So X is equal to T by 2 is 150 by 2 minus 50. I think it is 75 minus it is 25. It is 25 mm. Okay. It is 25 mm. Okay. Now you have to put this X in this formula. So M net is equal to bending moment M is 24.75, put as it is. minus minus what is that hoop tension. Hoop tension I think this 46. I think it is 46. So I will calculate again. 3.3 minus 1 into it is 4 into 10 divided by 2, which is 46. Correct? It is 46. M is 24.75. T is 46. What is the x? X is 25 mm. But all these values are in form of meter, kilonewton, meter. So to put this value x in meter, so it is 0.025. To put 0.025. So from that you get M net. From that you get M net. It is 0.025. 25 divided by 1000. So this is 0.025. So it is M net 24.75 minus 46 into 0.025. The value is 23.6 kilonewton meter. 23.6 kilonewton meter. So this is M net. This is M net, isn't it? M net. Now what you have to do? You have to provide the horizontal steel. You have to provide the horizontal steel A, B, C, D. You have to provide the horizontal steel. What is the formula? So AST is equal to M net divided by sigma ST J into D. Sigma ST J into D, isn't it? Sigma ST J into D. Okay? Sigma ST J into D. Now, sigma ST is Fe415 is 150. You have to find out the J. For finding the J, first you need a K. For finding the K, you need M. Okay? And effective depth already we have provided. I will tell you. Okay? So first, what is the J? J is equal to 1 minus K by 3. Okay? What is the K? K is M sigma CBC divided by M sigma CBC plus sigma ST. Okay? For that, first you have to find out the modular ratio M. So modular ratio M is 280 divided by 3 sigma CBC. So 2D divided by 3 sigma CBC. The sigma CBC for M20 grade concrete from IS 456 page number 81, it is 7. It is 7. So 280 divided by 3 sigma CBC, the value is, it is 13.33. Say it is 13. Modulation is 13. Now what is the K? K is M sigma CBC divided by M sigma CBC plus sigma ST. So M is 13. Sigma CBC is 7. M is 13. Sigma CBC is 7. Sigma ST is 150. We know this. Now what is it? K. So 13 into 7 divided by 13 into 7 plus 150. So this is the 0.37. 0.37 is the K. And what is the J? J is equal to 1 minus K by 3. So 1 minus K is 0.37 by 3. It is 0.87. So it is 0.87. So this is the value of J. You cannot find out the J directly. J, for calculation of J, first you need the M. Find out M, then find out K, then J, and then to put this J in this formula. The J is, I will write here, for M20 grade concrete and Fe415 steel, the value of modular ratio M is 13. Value of K is 0.37 and value of J is 0.87, isn't it? So this is the calculation of K. And now what is the depth? So how the depth is calculated? So this is your wall, okay, and reinforcement is provided here. The reinforcement is provided here. Let it be the vertical reinforcement. Okay. So this is the total thickness is 150, and you have to assume the effective cover 50 mm. So this is the effective depth. So 150 minus 50 is 100. So effective depth is 100 mm. Effective depth is 100 mm. You have to consider this. You have to consider this, isn't it? You have to consider this. So for that 100 mm you have to put here. Now how to find out the AST? AST is M unit is 23.6 into 10 raised to 6. Sigma ST is 150. J is 0.87 and D is 150. Sorry. D is 100. Okay. So 23.6 into 10 raised to 6 divided by 150 into 0.87 into 100. So the value is 1808.42 mm square. So this steel you have to provide horizontally. This steel you have to provide horizontally. Okay. So assume 16 mm bar diameter and what is the spacing? So spacing is pi by 4 into 16 into 16 into 1000 divided by 1808.42. This 111.18 mm. So say as 110 mm center to center. 110 mm center to center. So this is the design of. This is the design of a wall at midspan section. Same steps you have to follow. And design the wall at corner. Okay. So what is the summary of this midspan section? At midspan section, I will have this. Okay. At midspan section, we have calculated 16 mm diameter bar, 110 mm center to center. At midspan section, 16 mm diameter bar, 110 mm center to center. So this is the horizontal steel you have to provide at midspan. Okay, horizontal steel to provide at midspan. Isn't it? Is it clear to you? Now what you have to do? What you have to do? Now you have to follow same steps. And design the wall at corner. Okay, design the wall at corner. So step 2, design at corner. Design the wall at corner. For that same step, hook tension. Already we have calculated the hook tension. T is equal to gamma W into H minus L dash into L divided by 2. Okay. So gamma W is 10. 3.3 minus 1. It is 4 meter divided by 2. Already we have calculated this value. This is 46 kilonewton. Same steps. But one change is there. When you are going to find out the bending moment, at that step you have to change the coefficient. In midspan it is 1 by 16. At corner it is 1 by 12. Okay. Same step. B. Corner bending moment, because we are going to design the wall at corner. So bending moment M is equal to gamma W H minus L dash L effective square divided by now 12. Okay, so gamma W is 10. 3.3 minus 1, it is 4.15 square, because L effective you have to use divided by 12. So what is the bending moment? And sorry, I have calculated 10. So 3.3 minus 1 into 10 into 4.15 square. Okay, divided by 12. Now the bending moment is little bit more, 33.00 kilonewton meter. 33.00 kilonewton meter. So this is the bending moment M at corner. Obviously, it is more than the midspan value. C. Net bending moment. Net bending moment is M. That is M net is equal to M minus Tx. Already we have this formula. So M is 33 minus T is 46. M is 33. T is 46. What is X? You know the value of X. It is 0.025. We have calculated this value in previous step. It is 0.025 into 46, 33 minus 46 into 0.025. So this is 31.85. 31.85 kilonewton meter. So this is the net bending moment. For this net bending moment, we provide steel. Now provide steel, corner steel. So AST is equal to M net divided by sigma is DJD. So it is 31.85 into 10 raised to 6. Sigma is 150. We know that the value of J is 0.87 and effective depth is 100 mm. Effective depth is 100 mm. 31.85 6 150 into 0.87 into 100. So this is 2440.61 mm square. 2440.61 mm square. This is the steel you have to provide at corner. Okay. So you have to assume the 20 mm bar diameter because the area of steel is more. What is the spacing? So expressed by 4 into 20 into 20 into 1000 divided by 0.61. This is 128. This is 120 mm center. 120 mm center, 20 mm diameter bar. So at corner, 20 mm diameter bar, 120 center. Like this, you have to provide the steel. Like this, you have to provide the steel, isn't it? Okay, so design of wall at mid, design of wall at corner already we have covered. Now what about the vertical steel? Because all these steel is horizontal steel for the lateral bending moment, plan bending moment. Now how to provide the vertical steel? So vertical steel is provided for the base bending moment. Okay. So step number 1, 2 that I was covered. Now step number 3. Vertical steel. Vertical steel for base bending moment. Vertical steel for the base bending moment. So what is the base bending moment? We know that gamma W into S cube by 6. Simple formula you have to use. Okay, gamma W is 10. H is 3.3 cube divided by 6. So what is the base bending moment? The base bending moment is 3.3 cube into 10 divided by 6. So it is 59. It is very high. 59.89 kilonewton meter. And for this bending moment, you have to provide the steel directly. Okay. For this bending moment, you have to provide the steel. So fourth step, vertical steel AST is equal to base bending moment divided by sigma ST into J into T. Okay. So base bending moment is 59.89 into 10 raised to 6. Sigma is 150, J is 0.87, depth is 100, 59.89 divided by it is 4589.27 mm square. So this steel is a high steel. So you have to provide steel vertical. So assume 25 mm diameter bar and find out the spacing. Okay. So it is x by 4 into 25 into 25 into 1000 divided by 4. I will calculate again. By 4 into 25 into 25 into 1000 divided by 4589.1. It is 100 mm center to center. 100 mm center to center. But to provide the 25 mm diameter bar vertically like this, vertically. So this wall vertically provided 25 mm bar, 100 mm center to center. wall horizontal steel is decided, bit and corner steel is decided, and vertical steel is also decided. Now you have to provide the base slab. Simple. Design the base slab. How to design the base slab? Step number 5. How to design the base slab? Base slab is designed approximately. Base slab designed approximately. Assume the thickness of thickness of slab is equal to wall thickness 150 mm and provide minimum steel. Minimum steel is 0.3% of gross cross section area for concrete. Okay, so 0.3 divided by 100, always width is 1000, so it is 450 mm square. 15 into 4 is 45. So assume 10 mm diameter bar, and what is the spacing? This steel is provided at base, okay, base slab. So express by 4 into 1000 divided by 450. This is 170 mm center to center. 170 mm center to center. So at base slab, to provide the 10 mm diameter, 170 mm center to center. So this is total design of this tank. Okay. So what is the summary of this problem? We have designed the wall at mid section. Horizontal steel is 16 mm diameter, 110 mm center to center. Corner steel is 20 mm diameter, 120 mm center to center. Vertical steel is 25 mm diameter, 100 mm center to center. And base slab steel is 10 mm diameter, 170 mm center to center. Now I want to sketch the reinforcement. Isn't it? Now I want to sketch the reinforcement. So how to sketch the reinforcement? For that, only I want to sketch the half portion of the wall. So this is the tank. Please concentrate on this diagram because the reinforcement detail is important. Okay, you have to cut this section like this. Okay, so this is the plan, top view. Okay, so always the predominant force is horizontal steel is predominant force. So to provide a horizontal steel first. So this is a mid span steel. So this wall having same design, this wall is having same design, this wall is having same design, this wall is having same design. Okay, so this is this wall. So mid span horizontal steel you have to provide like this. Mid span horizontal steel you have to provide like this, both way. So this is mid span horizontal. This is 16 mm diameter, 110 mm center to center, zigzag manner. Okay, so this is the mid span. Mid span horizontal steel. I will write this. Mid span horizontal steel, 16 mm diameter, 110 mm center to center. 110 mm center to center. Okay. Same steel you have to run. For this wall also, same steel. Mid span steel, same. Same mid span steel. This is mid span steel. It is 16 mm diameter, 110 mm center to center. Okay, so this is again mid span steel. Same for this wall, same steel. So 16 mm diameter, 110 mm center to center. Isn't it? So this is related to the horizontal steel. Now what is the corner steel? So what is the corner steel? So corner steel you have to provide like this, only in hook manner, in a form of hook like this, hairpin type. Okay, so this is the corner steel. So this is the corner steel. Okay, it is 20 mm diameter, 120 centimeters. Same thing. Corner steel. It is horizontal steel like this. This is the corner steel. Okay, I will write down here corner steel, 20 mm diameter, 120 centimeters. Okay, so this is corner steel. Okay, now you have to show the vertical steel now. So vertical steel you have to show like this. Vertical steel you have to show like this. Okay, zigzag line. So this is your vertical steel, inner side. This is your vertical steel. What is the vertical steel? Vertical steel, 25 mm diameter, 100 mm center to center. 25 mm diameter, 100 mm center to center. Isn't it? Same thing you have to show. Vertical steel is same for all walls. So this is vertical steel. Okay, 25 mm diameter, 100 mm center to center. Same thing. Show like this. Vertical steel, 25 mm diameter, 100 center to center. Isn't it? Both way, huh? This also and this also. So this is the plan. This is the plan. Corner steel is provided only in hook, in form of hook. Okay, at corner only. Now, if you take the cross section of this wall, so what is the cross section of this wall? The cross section of wall is like this. So this is the cross section of the wall. Okay, so this is the water level, and I want to show the cut line here like this. So if you cut this wall at this location, so this is section A dash, section A dash. Okay, S. So this yellow steel is horizontal steel and this white steel is vertical steel. Okay, so yellow steel is at outer side now. Yellow steel is at outer side, at mid span. That means horizontal steel. Okay, so this yellow steel is this. Okay, so you have to show mid span horizontal steel. So this is the mid span horizontal steel. Okay, and so this is the vertical steel. To show like this. This is the vertical steel. This vertical steel. So this is the vertical steel you have to show like this in cross section. And what about the base slab? So thickness of wall is 150 mm. So thickness of this wall is 150 mm. So what about the base slab? The base slab is having a two mesh. Okay, it is one mesh at top. Okay, one mesh at bottom. One mesh at top and one mesh at bottom. Okay, so the minimum steel. This is minimum steel. Minimum steel in top mesh. Minimum steel top mesh. Minimum steel top mesh. Okay. Mineral steel top mesh is 10 mm diameter, 170 centimeters. 170 centimeters. Same thing in bottom mesh also. Both way in bottom mesh, I will write it here. 10 mm diameter, 170 center. Like this you have to show the reinforcement details. Like this you have to show the reinforcement details. Isn't it? Isn't it?